Gray, host of the Looking and Feeling Your Best at Any Age channel on YouTube. It is early morning. I just finished my workout, or at least the cardio part. Anyway, I did, 82 minutes and 1 second. And I think I got to 6 miles, 6.15 miles actually. And so the last few days I've been just under 6.1 because my goal was to reach 6 miles an hour. Not 6 miles an hour, but 6 miles 5 days a week, which is where I was before I started having problems with my hamstring and problems with my heel and all sorts of things. And I know I look an absolute wreck, but I just thought about it that I've never done any videos for this channel where I'm actually exercising. I just like mention it, tell you that I do it and hope that you take my word for it. If you look at my website at www.yourbestataanyage.com, it shows a treadmill reading, and I think it was like in the 5 something or another, because back during the summer of 2017 when I was working on that website, that's where I was in my progress. And now that I've exceeded the 6 mile goal, my heel is talking back, my knee is talking back. Had to go to the podiatrist for ingrown toenail, just all sorts of stuff, just anything to try to keep you from working out when you're middle-aged. I do fully get it why most, or a lot, if not most, a lot of middle-aged people just after a while just say, it is what it is, I'm going to eat what I want, and you just start gaining weight. I mean, I feel that tendency, just almost every day of my life, the back fat that my mom has, wanting to come and like little rolls, wanting to form. But I'm fighting a good fight of faith and trying to keep the middle-aged monkey off my back. And so, like I said, I had the foresight to set up the camera down here last night. Usually it's outside the door of my bedroom in the hallway, in front of the mirror, which is how you catch a lot of the outfits of the day. But like for me to do my workout and then to say I'm going to go get the camera, that's really not going to happen. And every time I try to do a video upstairs, like when I'm going to walk on the weekends or something, that's when I look my absolute worst. But I'm looking really bad. Now the only thing I did do was, normally I wear like a little ratty top that all the elasticity is stretched out, so I have to wear a bra underneath it, and I keep wearing it and won't use Clorox like my mother would tell me. So it looks absolutely terrible. I think the little shorts that I could like keep in the bathroom on the side of the tub, probably have a little hole here or there. And so I said, well, I won't look completely wrecked, but I'll look as wrecked as I can. And then, actually, this is the pink top that I had on one of the pictures on the website. And I'm sorry I'm sweating like crazy. What I decided to do, like I'm at the point of the workout, like when I do my 6 point whatever, miles on the treadmill. I love the treadmill. I could call this the Treadmill Chronicles if I, continue to do series from here. But and then I do a 30 jumping jacks. Because one time my shoulder was frozen, and that keeps kinks from forming, because every once in a while I feel a little stiffness. I am 51, but this was happening back in my 40s, so I don't know what caused it, and the orthopedic specialist didn't either. He just said it's frozen. And so I wound up doing a few like boxing moves at a free LA boxing workout, and it just unfroze, and that saved me hundreds of dollars probably on physical therapy. So anyway, so I do 30 jumping jacks, and then I jump rope, and I keep the jump rope on the side of the treadmill. And right now, this is not a part of my workout. After the jump rope, I hop back on the treadmill, which is not what I do. I start to do my floor work. I have 5-pound weights, like right here on the side of the treadmill. I also have 25-pound weights that I use. And I have like a little exercise that I do, leaning forward, like doing like kind of arm curls. And it helps with the back fat, I found. Anyway, let's see, and then I do push-ups, sit-ups using the 5-pound weights, a number of different stretches, and I take about 20 minutes for floor work. And so, so I said I would hop on the treadmill while I'm still all sweaty and talk. one thing that you might be noticing is that my husband usually uses one of those things that goes around your waist to help you to sweat more, supposedly to make your waist slimmer. I have not seen that, but I wear it anyway, which is why I look so crazy right now. I could take it off, but I want to trap as much sweat as possible as I continue my workout. But one of the things I want to tell you guys, a lot of times people think that if they just eat right, diet, that they don't really need to exercise. But it really goes hand in hand. That's the message I wanted to give. One of the biggest tips I can give you on looking and feeling your best at any age, especially as you get into your 50s, is you got to exercise and you got to try to eat relatively well. I'm not saying, that you never eat junk, because I do, and that you never eat the foods that you like. Because I just had ribs this week, which were delicious, that I made myself. And so I pretty much eat what I want. I try to eat things in moderation, but without exercise being in the picture, it's just not happening. And you don't have to do 82 minutes on the treadmill 5 mornings a week. I realize that's kind of excessive. I just have been doing this for a while, and it's kind of a kick or a high to see how far I can actually progress. Because when I started this back in, maybe 2010 or something, and I was waking up like at 4:50 in the morning. Vernon Shirley was on. I'd hop on a treadmill. We go 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes just walking, and that helped me to get in a good place. And I just started adding on to, but because of the type of person I am, I tend to go to the extreme. So I'm trying to scale it back to just be 6 miles and maybe just like 15 minutes of the floor work and stuff. But anyway, you really got to exercise. I mean, if it's a treadmill that's your friend, that's great. There's a stair climber that you can't see that's kind of in front of the camera. You could do a stair climber. It was very inexpensive from Sears, I'm sure. It was a gift that I got last year, and I had shown my husband. I forgot what the price is, but I remember it wasn't, exorbitant or anything like that. I have an exercise bike over there for the person who prefers to use an exercise bike. I had a punching bag, that like you could get a few punches in after dinner, or like take a little walk. There's a flat screen here. This was really supposed to be a man cave, but my husband just doesn't use it as much, so I kind of took it over. And in fact, like in this part of the workout, I'm watching Joyce Meyer usually right about now, and she's on, and so I'm listening to her while I do the rest of my workout. Got the apple cider vinegar here. Like I said, even if you don't want to walk on the treadmill, do jumping jacks. I just did jumping jacks. Get a jump rope. When you work out, keep washcloth if you're a sweaty mess like I am. In fact, I've already used 1, 2. And then I actually have a third one here. I mean, I try to be prepared. Any excuse that you find to get your butt off the treadmill is a step that takes you away from your goals. So I like to have everything ready. I let these dry out, overnight. And if I think to grab a new one, great. If not, I really don't care. Like some of the videos, you probably think, oh, wow, she's so prissy, and she tries to have everything perfect. That would be a nice thing. But when it comes to my workout, if I have to wear the same outfit, 4 days a week, just let it dry on the side of the tub and just keep it moving, so that as soon as my feet hit the floor in the morning, I go into that dark bathroom. Don't even turn the light on. I have my old phone that I had from Sprint. I forget what it was called. It was one of their phones that was before the iPhone. I forget, but anyway, it's like it was their version of the BlackBerry. But I can't think of it right now, but it has a great light on it, and it's my alarm clock, so I take that in the bathroom. When the lights are off, it's dark, my husband's still asleep, I put on that old funky outfit, rinse my mouth out, and I take my butt down here. This is in the basement where no one is. Even during the summer, if the boys sleep out in the other room, they don't care. So I just come in here, get my workout out of the way. This is before anybody else is up and bugging me, before anyone can ask me to do anything, before I would go to work, if I was headed out or something, I get it in. So at the end of the day, I can eat dinner, I can, do whatever I want to do, put on my night clothes, go hop in the bed, my workout is done. But I really do like to throw in an extra, 10, 15-minute walk if I can, or like say in the offices that I've worked in, I would take the stairs a few times a day. I might walk during lunch if I get a chance. You really got to fit exercise in. Otherwise, when you get older, the middle-aged monkey really will be on your back in the form of back fat, in the form of, things like hypertension, diabetes, all sorts of things that you just really don't want. And not only do you want to fit into the same size clothes year after year, but it is also a good thing that the systems of your body work better, and then also you feel better and ultimately look better, even though I'm not even a good indication of looking better right about now. But this is keeping me in the same clothes that I've had year after year, and also putting me into some clothes in the juniors department that I really have no business in. Therefore, I'm going to keep on walking, and I'm going to see how long after 51 I can continue this obsessive compulsive thing on the treadmill. But like I said, I feel really good. So right now what I'm going to do is hop off this treadmill, finish the rest of my workout, go up and eat the breakfast of queens that I did a video on, with the cereal and all that good stuff. I'm going to finish my apple cider vinegar water, maybe some lemon water to detoxify my liver, and do my devotion, get dressed, and get my day started. Hopefully you're going to do a similar thing. And even if you don't like to wake up early in the morning, everyone does it. I get it. My husband does it. He's more of a maybe ride his bike in the afternoon, in the evening rather, or get his walk in later in the day. I mean, if you can do that, great. There were years ago when my kids were younger, we still had this treadmill, and like say, if I had to quiz the kids on some of their work, say they had a test or something coming up, I would be in my dress clothes on the treadmill, walking and quizzing them after dinner. It kept me awake, it helped me to get a walk in, and I just said, whatever, if I took time to go have to put on a workout outfit, that would have, caused me to lose momentum. So I've been on this treadmill before in a dress, in night clothes. I mean, if you want to get in shape, you really have to get serious, and you can't let little excuses derail your plan. Don't become touched in the head, OCD-ish like me, but definitely get exercise into your program if you haven't already. Well, guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. The vanity for me is definitely out of the window, but if it benefits someone, then I'm happy to be embarrassed. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, and I look forward to sharing more tips on how you too can look and feel your best at any age, well, after you get off the treadmill, that is. And visit my website at www.yourbestatanyage.com. Until then, have a good one. Bye.